person, no worries. Put it on my back, then it's destined. Run plays, routes, catch blessings. Nigga tryna win star.
What's the business? It's your boy LAIV in the building. Coming straight from the Yay. You know what I'm saying? We finna do it live today. Man, he got his podcast going on in the lounge with Stone. You dig what I'm saying? This is my man Stone. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right.
Thanks for letting me on here, man. It looks like you finna do some great things. I see your display is looking real lovely.
For sure.
Lovely.
Blue tree.
If you had this scratch and sniff, it smells lovely in here too. Yes.
No doubt. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, do you partake in a little bit, or you?
I told offline. I told you the story about when I was 19.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mess with it no more, man.
That's it.
I don't mind. I was in the shower with my clothes on.
Damn near like Smokey.
Yeah, for real. That's where they got it from, Smokey.
Okay.
I was the first Smokey.
No doubt. Yeah, man. So this is a place, like I said, where you can have free conversation, speak on what you want to. It's your opinion.
I love it.
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. The powers that be might try to, what they do, cancel culture, but that shit don't matter because it don't rock here. You dig what I'm saying?
See, that's one thing that I'm not feeling.
Okay.
You can. Everybody wants to cancel you because they don't like what you say.
That's a fact.
Everything. I don't like what he's saying. We're gonna cancel him. Why? Why you gonna? My question is this: if you don't like what I'm saying,
right,
cut it off on your phone.
That's right.
And don't listen to it. Why you gotta stop everybody else from doing it?
Exactly.
Well, why? That's called control.
Yeah.
And now can we cancel your control?
Right.
How about that?
Now, see, that's the question. Can you cancel their control? Absolutely. But the problem is, if you got half of the or a little more than the half of the society saying that it's one way, then they try to throw the hammer at you.
See, and that's the thing about it. You can make my grandmother. I'm gonna tell you something. My grandmother was a baker, and my auntie was a baker.
Okay.
They can make the same cake.
Yeah.
3 different ways.
I hear that.
But guess what? At the end, guess what? It all tastes good.
That's right.
Now, my opinion ain't gonna be your opinion.
That's a fact.
But at the end, we don't have to fight and argue over it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, hey man, I don't like what you said. Okay, brother, it's all good. Now, you ain't gotta stop me and shut me down and cut me off from making my money or cut me off from the people and doing all this stuff and getting mad.
Or slap my cake off the table.
For real.
Or,
None of that.
Put your hand in it. You know what I mean?
This ain't chick. Wow. Now, come on, you ain't gotta do all that.
Right. But why you think people do that? Just say, for instance, why you think they do that?
Control.
Okay.
Man, brother. You said it's an open space, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, I'm gonna say this because I run a podcast myself, so I got to give the clearance. Now, I have nothing wrong with the alphabet community.
Right.
Now, if you don't know who the alphabet community is, it's the LGBT, LMNOP,
Okay.
They're gonna put all kind of letters on that.
I thought you meant the feds for a minute, but okay.
Them too.
No doubt.
They'll shut you down too.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing with that is this: what I believe, let me believe it.
Sure.
What you believe, let you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not hurting you with my beliefs, why should it matter to you?
That's right.
Why are you trying to stop me from believing in what I want to believe in? If I think the sky is green, pink, purple, and orange, hey man, enjoy your rainbow.
Absolutely. Let me believe that.
Let me believe it.
Yeah.
Let me believe it.
Yeah.
If I believe every day I walk out my house, my shirt, my coat, I know this is brown.
Mm-hmm.
I know the color's brown.
It look great to me.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying?
See?
So, now who right?
See, there you go.
Who right?
There you go. You said it looked great.
That's it.
My partner just told me, he said this is Coke, what do you call it? Coca-Loca, not Coca-Loca. What's the name of the thing?
Well, I'm bad with colors, man.
What is the name of Cocoa? He called it Cocoa.
Okay.
I call it a simple, this is brown. See?
Yeah.
So you got 3 different opinions.
That's right.
Guess what? I'm not mad at neither one of y'all.
None.
I like how it looks.
That's it.
That's all that matters.
And then the bottom line is you wearing it, you like it, whatever you say it is whatever you say it is.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, a lot of times people get caught up in all of this pressure from, other people and they're not really feeling who they are. And to be honest, like you say with that community, I don't think that it's a it's a sense of they're lacking anything or they're missing out, say through marriage. It becomes we want what you have, opposed to we can create our own and be about a part of our own community.
Yeah.
And if you want to intertwine or join, cool. If you don't, you don't. But it doesn't have to be, I need you to, no, not I need, you're going to teach your kids, and we're going to put it in movies, and we're going to put it on posters, and we're going to plaster it, and we're going to do everything that we need to do from this smaller community, because you do realize it's not like a huge community of people.
No.
So it's like from this small community, we're going to force you to live a certain way.
And that's what the word
Don't
is.
work.
Force.
That's it.
Force. And what killed me is this. Now I have, like I said, I have nothing wrong. You know, it's people that's your life, that's your sexuality, that's who you want to deal with and who you want to be with. Hey, I love it.
Yeah.
If you like it, I love it.
No doubt. And that should be even that same sentence again. I don't put what I do with my girl in the streets. We not out there.
There you go.
Having sex in the streets.
Come on.
I'm not like tonguing you down in the streets, just running around, you know, doing all this extra. So I don't expect for it to be a pride parade and there's naked people at the parade.
All the way through.
If we can't start a hetero parade and have naked people at the parade. And so that's
You going to
illegal.
jail. Walk outside naked.
Absolutely. That's called illegal for that. So when you talk
Indecent
about
and exposure.
fairness, that's right. So fairness is not fair, right?
No.
There's no such word. So for y'all that's trying to find fairness, don't do it. There's no equality. We are all different. So what I'm saying is find what works for you individually, right? Don't set yourself in a group and go with a mob mentality that doesn't really have the main purpose, right? Because we all have our own thoughts when we get in those groups.
For sure.
We all have our own agendas for being in those groups. But what happens is in the mob, you know what happens. In the heat of passion and anger and argument, it blows.
It blows
and
up.
Now we all together, so we gonna mob your ass. And that's how they feel.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't care if it's religions, I don't care if it's gangs, I don't care if it's the police. It's all the same vibe, you know? So that's my thing, you know, and why I'm here to, you know, promote this is perspective, belief, and, you know, control what little or a lot you think you have.
True.
You dig what I'm saying?
True.
All right, so let's go ahead and, you know what I mean, get on into this real quick, because I wanted to ask you a couple questions, you know, since I got you on the cast, right?
Let's get it.
All right. Now, this comes from left field a little bit.
Okay.
Is Tupac alive?
Okay. You ain't lying. That was left field.
Left field, man.
All right.
Bay Area.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I seen an article. Matter of fact, I read an article, and then I looked on, I think it was Instagram. His daughter was saying that
Tupac's daughter?
That's what she said.
Okay.
She said she was Tupac's daughter.
Okay, I think I did hear something about
That he's still alive. He faked his death. Then I heard Mr. Knight, Suge Knight, say, you know, his alias was Machiavelli.
Right.
Now, if anybody know anything about Machiavelli, what did Machiavelli do? Machiavelli faked his death.
Facts.
Now I'm looking online again, people on cameras, that's Tupac right there. Why does he look just like Tupac?
Right.
Sitting there with a 40, drinking, smoking, whatever. It looks like Tupac. Now Snoop said, nah man, Tupac ain't here.
Right.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I was there at the site of the grave.
Yeah.
He's in a casket. He's dead. Mom said he's dead.
Yeah.
So if mama said, best friend said, what am I saying?
Yeah.
You know, all I can say is I don't hear no more the new music. I still hear the old music. I believe if he still was alive, he'd be still pumping music because that was his heart.
True.
And I really believe if he still was alive, the injustice that's going on, he would have something to say about it.
Yeah, he wouldn't just sit down.
And he wouldn't sit down and quietly because he wasn't a very quiet type dude. He was a forceful dude.
Right.
And he would show his opinion. So I can't say I believe he's laying at rest. Now if he ain't, I could be wrong.
There you go.
You know?
All right, good enough. Because that's one of them, you know, here nor there, but they just opened up that investigation recently. So it's like, 30 years later.
Yeah.
They trying to still, do some things. It's amazing to me that they'd even do that, but at the same time, it's kind of that idea of, okay, we got an open case. If we can close it, we become more famous. You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
So they don't give a shit about the case, in my opinion.
No, it's the fame and fortune.
That's it.
You say his name, Tupac, like you say Biggie, or who killed John F. Kennedy?
Right.
Oh,
that's some years later. Still a question.
Yeah.
Right?
So
yeah.
This stuff like that,
Good murder mystery,
And what's crazy about it? Murder mysteries sales.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
It's selling for 30 years.
30 years. 30 years.
So yeah, it's a trip. All right, so let me go into my next question for you. Why podcasting? What made you get into it?
I'm a people's person, man. I love talking to people. Like when I like chopping it up. And my grandmother always told me, if you want to know anything about a person, sit down and ask them.
There you go.
Don't assume nothing.
That's what's up.
That's what happens to us as a people. If we sit and look, oh, he got gold chain on him, he selling drugs, or he doing this. You don't know what that man doing. He might be an industry leader or whatever.
An exec
or whatever.
Anything, working from home.
Anything.
Entrepreneur. Facts.
Whole thing. So guess what? I'm not gonna do that. Hey man, what's your name? What you do, bro? Oh man, hey man, I do that too. Hey, how can I get on?
That's it.
That's I'm not finna hate on you neither.
Right.
If I see something you got, hey man, how you get that truck out there?
Yeah.
Well, I do this, I do that, I do this. Hey man, put me on, bro, so I can do the same thing.
No doubt.
And I ain't gonna be no shame. I ain't gonna be no shame in my game, and say, oh man, you don't know nothing. No. Guess what? I don't know everything. Every man out there, if he knows something that I don't, guess how I get that information from him? Hey man, how you do that?
That's it. You gotta ask.
And that's why I started doing the my bad, bro.
That's good.
And that's why I do podcasts, man. I find out information on people, how they do it, and I sit down and talk to them back and forth, get a good conversation on. Man, best thing, I learned this from Kevin Hart. Wonderful conversations poured over good wine.
Oh, no doubt.
And that's one true statement he made. Every time I'm at a restaurant, pour a glass of wine, I can be sitting by myself. I got somebody else coming talking to me. Just over a cup of wine.
I heard that.
For sure.
Yeah, that's game. Okay, well, cool. Well, I feel like podcasting is the same, for me, the same approach. We got things to say, and I think with more individuals, same thing as, old school radio shows, college radio.
Yeah.
Certain people have certain things to say, want to put certain music on and get some, different information out
For
there.
sure.
So, yeah, I think that's a good thing, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate you in the space.
Oh, man. Bruh, I thank you for letting me in your space and get in here.
No question.
I did radio in Minneapolis, KFIA.
Okay.
For shout out to Minneapolis, KFIA radio. I love this shit. I was on from 12 in the morning to 4 in the morning.
Okay. And where was that?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Well, St. Paul, Minneapolis.
Okay.
KFIA radio.
No doubt, no doubt.
And honestly, a good rap brings great conversation.
Absolutely. I'm about to put something out. I'm gonna show you once we finish this, man, and get your take on it.
Okay.
Right.
I write music anyway.
Okay.
That's one time I did come out to California. I write. I'm a writer.
Like musical notes, or you talking about lyrics?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I write lyrics.
Yeah.
Musical notes. I do the whole thing. But my biggest thing, I'm a lyric writer. I'm old school. I'm one of them guys who you can hit Teddy Pendergrass and Luther Vandross and Bobby Womack
Singing your songs.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
All
right. Well, shit, man. We could, collab on something or put something together. I mean, it's always artists out there.
Man,
it's always looking for artists too.
Always.
No doubt. Well, let me ask you the next question, man. So, what's your purpose? Like, what do you feel your purpose is in life at this current point in time?
Honestly, I'm gonna be solid with you. I tell everybody this. I drive up and down the streets of Oakland, man.
Okay.
And it's so many buildings, abandoned buildings, just there. And then you look and see all the homeless people.
Yep.
Why not put them there?
That's my thoughts exactly.
I have, I always have a thought of if you can go to each and every one of them, sit them down, put them get a building on the bottom level, have medical, resources to get a job, resources for your social living,
right?
And then on top of that, if there's anything for education you needed, put it in that building. The next top levels, 1-bedroom apartments.
Okay.
Keep them in there for 1 year. No smoking, no drinking. Keep your mind focused on getting yourself back out in society and getting off the street. When your year is up, don't just dump them out. Help them get themselves a house. Job you got, keep them rolling.
Okay. Now, my big question is, and just say devil's advocate, because I believe the same thing. That's the reason why I'm getting into real estate as well, is to be able to find ways for affordable housing or places, that you can build affordable housing. So, but say devil's advocate, that structure you're talking about, who would finance it?
Now, that's where we have to come in at. That would be a collective unit of people. I wouldn't go to the government for it.
Okay.
I wouldn't go to the government. I wouldn't go to the city for it. Because if I go to the city, that means that they should have did this already.
No doubt.
So I would do it. I would either do it in-house. I would find the money, the resources, or something like that to do it that way.
Okay. Through community or?
Through community, through churches, through if I have to do it out of my own pocket or however. Because I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at, I could be half the people in in America. If you quit your job or lose your job, you right there outside with homeless.
Facts.
So you one check away from being homeless.
Yeah.
So be honestly, I'm gonna be transparent. I used to sleep in my car. I slept in my car under a tree, bruh.
Damn.
At what's the name of that beach? In Alameda Beach.
Okay.
I slept under a tree in Alameda Beach for, I want to say, a year, almost up, 8 months to a year.
8 months to a year. Damn, sound like the Steve Harvey situation.
Brand new car.
Okay.
Brand new car. Slept in it. And I'm gonna tell you the honest to God thing. And I'm a believer. I believe in God. Never went hungry. Nobody knew I was homeless because I never stunk. Had brand new clothes. Never ran out of gas. Had a job.
Everything you needed.
Everything I needed.
Yeah, that's deep. Yeah, that's a fact. If it ain't for the mental aspect of trying to please people, to paint the picture, I'm doing well, I'm doing this, we could do anything, anywhere, and at any time. But
that's true. My mental was this: I didn't have a place to go, and that's what was me.
Okay.
And that was my thing. I have to have a place to go. And
what do you mean, like
I had to, when I get off of work, where I'm gonna go?
Oh, got it.
When all my friends go home, where I'm gonna go?
Right.
I needed a place to go to get my mind straight.
Right.
So, other than that, I had everything I was good.
No doubt.
I'm thankful to God for everything that I'm doing, man. It's just a wonderful thing, man. Like, for real.
Yeah. I think it's kind of crazy how life, you growing up and you have all these aspirations, these thoughts, and these ideas, and you see all these different movies or different people in your circle, and they doing different things, and you never really think, what am I going to be doing? Depending on how you're raised, you know what I mean?
True.
And then you get up to that certain point, and you're like, damn. I know I never thought I'd be doing this shit. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
What the fuck?
That's the question. What the hell?
Right.
How did I get here?
Yeah. And you gotta question it. So, but I feel like this, to be honest, man, in life, and people think I'm lightweight crazy, but life ain't nothing without the ups and downs. I don't care how hard it is. If you made it through anything hard in your life, you're gonna make it through something else hard in your life.
That is true.
The only way you fail is when you quit, right?
And that's it.
That's the thing. It's like you got to this point because you didn't quit.
I couldn't quit.
There it is.
I couldn't quit. I don't know if it's some kind of tapped in the brain, but I always say this: it's something better for me.
No doubt.
And that's what I keep in my head. If I stop now, I won't get to that something better.
That's it.
If I say, well, I can't do it, it's too hard,
right,
I will never get to that something better.
Do y'all hear that? You know, let that sink in. You know what I mean? Don't sleep on what he just said. You know, if I stop doing this, how will I get to this?
It's in life. You're gonna get this. This is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a roller coaster. And if you ever been on a roller coaster, what you get? You get a little bump.
That's right.
It take you a little higher.
Facts.
And then you get a little bump. What it do? It drop you.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little bump. Take a little higher.
Yeah.
Then you get a little bump. It drop you again. You bump, and then you might get a little. You might get that roll.
That's a fact.
Then you might get a little quicker, a little up, and then it goes back.
Mm-hmm.
That's life.
And then don't forget that one where it just drops your ass down and
There
your
you go.
stomach goes through your mouth. You know what I mean? Because we gonna feel that too.
And that's called life.
That's it.
It kicks you in your butt sometimes.
That's it.
But when you give up, that's when life wins.
Imagine, just like you said, because I use that same analogy when I speak to my kids and other people the same way. The roller coaster analogy to me is this, man. If you get on a roller coaster that just went straight, it would be trash. You know what I mean?
True.
I don't
like
care
that.
what it is. It's like if it wasn't for the ups and downs, the drops, the craziness, it would be trash. Same thing with your heartbeat. If it didn't go up and down and it was flat,
That's
what would
it.
you be?
Dead.
That's your life.
That's
it.
dead.
So for me, I don't negate any of the ups and downs. I appreciate it. And I think that's what people lack in life. You know, some of the, I think humanistic attributes of life is to appreciate every moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about the paid moments. It's not about the material moments. It's about each moment. I don't care if you're looking at the flowers, if you're looking at the sky, the water, you know what I mean? Soak in the moments of life, control your little bit of time that you have some ability to, kind of control.
But you gotta understand, man, this day and age is microwave, buddy.
No doubt.
Bing! Let's get it.
No
Gotta
doubt.
get it quick. We gotta get it going.
Yep, they're
Right now.
trading instincts for AI.
Come on.
You see? And that's a problem.
What's crazy is this. I like I said, my grandmother raised me.
Mm-hmm.
It took my grandmother, I was 17 years, for me, 17 years, to put a microwave in the house.
Damn, I heard that. Would she think it was a problem? No, she just didn't want to do it.
My grandmother said, when you make food, it takes time.
Oh yeah,
Anything fast to get you sick and killed.
that's a fact.
She said, if you drive fast in the car, what happened? You crash and you die.
Mm-hmm.
She said, this stuff's called speed. It's drugs. What happened? They dead.
Yeah.
See, all that speed stuff will mess you up.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Good enough.
She tripped me out. She said, even speed stick don't even smell good.
That's funny.
She said, so slow down.
Yeah.
She said, when you slow down, you get better results.
That's true. And what do they say about rich people? When rich people drive, they drive slow.
They drive slow.
You know, you only see the idiots riding on sidewalks or trying to pass
Yeah.
people by, doing dumb shit, because I'm not saying that they broke, but they mentally.
Then there you go.
You know what I mean?
And that's way worse.
That's it. It's a fact.
Way worse.
You know. Quick question though. Bay Area wise, you said you came from
Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Baby.
So
Shout out.
in between, shout out to, and salute to Gary out there, because I love Michael Jackson. You hear all that stuff, but then you hear all the real stuff from other people, and it's
Whoa.
like, damn, man, yeah. So Mike and them was pretty hard, even if you think they wasn't. You know
Man.
what I'm saying? They came from somewhere solid and hard.
You ain't lying. 2100 Jackson Street.
You know.
Yeah, now that house, what you say, 2100 Jackson Street, go around the corner. Yeah, get your hat brought to you.
Oh, that's a fact. See, I got to get out there. Again, I've never been because I don't know nobody there. I don't, go to spots that I don't really know people. But,
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
But shout out and salute to you. No question. But, speaking on that, you travel from there to here, right? Quick question, like what brought you here, for one, and then two, do you travel more? Do you travel often or out of the country?
What brought me from California to here was a woman.
From Gary to here?
From Gary to here
Okay.
was a woman.
She was already here?
She was already here.
Okay.
She was already here, and I was doing music. So this is when AOL first came out.
Okay.
I got online, started doing a chat, and I found some people out here that liked my music.
Oh, okay.
So I started going back and forth. I don't know if you remember when there was Club Maxwell.
Yeah, in Emeryville.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They did my group that I had was called God dang it, One Pleasure. Okay. They did a show at Maxwell's, and my ex-wife now, she was there, and she wouldn't give me the time of day, man.
Damn.
Didn't give me.
So you perform and everything.
I didn't perform. I worked for music.
Oh,
I did the music, the group, the beats, and everything.
Okay.
But you with the band too. Hey, come here, let me talk to you for a little minute.
Right,
come on over here. I'm with the band, baby. Don't play with me. Come on. Please, man. She looked at me. I want to talk to the other people. Really? Okay. But I finally got a number, talked to her and everything, stick with her for 21 years, raised 3 good, beautiful kids, and
yeah, that's dope.
And then put kids through college and bought houses and cars and trucks and all that stuff. And man, I got old soon.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it though.
Got
like
seasoned.
There you go.
Old is a mindset.
There you go. And, I put a little Lowry's on.
Little Lowry's.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, that's dope, man. To be honest, like I said, a lot of people don't give enough credit to people that really stick into something and make something happen. That's grown from the seed, all the way to the full-grown plant. And it takes a lot, man. It takes a whole lot. Mental stability, maturity, emotional stability.
There you go.
And regardless what happens at the end of the, season, it is what it is. Because, like I say, you couldn't have had that without that woman.
No, like I tell on my podcast, I talk about how my divorce and everything, because it happens. It's life. It's my life, and I talk about my life on my podcast.
Okay.
My whole thing is this. Hey, we talked about this. I said, if I break up with you, you break up with me. Guess what? We ain't finna do all that crazy stuff you see on TV.
There you go.
You ain't gonna get to screaming and hollering and fighting. We wasn't screaming, hollering, and fighting with each other when we was together.
Right.
Why we gonna do it at a party?
Well, sometime in my case, but
I said if we have a disagreement, we gonna sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
And if we have a disagreement now, we still sit down and talk about it.
There you go.
And I say, hey, if you can find somebody who care about you, love you, and everything, baby, more power to you.
That's
but me, I ain't finna mess with nobody else. Sure. I'm good. I'm old. Not old. I'm seasoned, and I'm setting my ways.
Okay.
And
you know what works for you.
What works for me. and if I do find me a young lady somewhere, well, then, it has to be something that's gonna work for both of us, because I'm thick. I'm like I said, I'm setting my ways. I want somebody who, when I want you around, I want you around. When I don't want to be bothered with you, find somewhere to go.
There it is, man.
And I know that might sound kind of harsh and bad, but I still love you when you go back to your house. But right now, I want to be at my house with my TV to hear nothing.
That's my thing. And, to be honest, that's the way people should respect it. I mean, you're two different people.
True.
You're trying to blend, like the way I call it is universes. You know what I'm saying? So people get to a point, well, in my opinion, people get to a point where either in a relationship, okay, so in the beginning stages, we try to figure each other out. We're still two separate universes, right? But once we started to intertwine, love each other a little bit, whether you say it or not, once you start having sex, then that basically unites or intertwines your two universes.
That is
but
true.
You still got to separate,
Yeah.
And the problem is the emotions, all this extra shit that comes in there. But if you just go through the motions and say, look, man, I know who I am. If you know who you are, honestly, I know who I am. I'm still growing. You're still growing. Let's grow together. We can do that.
See, what you just said was called communication. Most couples don't have communication.
No.
And I'm gonna tell you this big thing, and the whole thing. If you finna get married, sit down and ask this question: what are your intentions? What do you want me to do in this relationship?
Key. I learned that. Still learning.
And the whole thing, if you can't fulfill what she wants, or she can't fulfill what you want, guess what? Y'all don't need to be together.
Don't do it.
Don't sit there and say, well, I learned how to do it. No.
Yeah.
Because you will never learn how to do something you don't want to do.
There it is.
If you don't want to do it,
take that game.
Don't sit there and do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be one of them things. Right now, if I said, could you pass me that red cup? And you said, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to sit here and force you to pass me that red cup.
Right.
Why? Then that red cup, I got to go and get it myself.
Absolutely.
So why do I need you here if you're not going to do what I asked you to do?
Yeah.
Or you can help me. Because being married, if you read the whole Bible, it's called she's a helpmate.
You're gonna get some flack on that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, if you let's read a little more,
Right.
and it says God made her from my rib.
Okay.
And so, where your rib at? Is it in the back of you?
Nah, it's on the side.
Is the rib in the front of you?
That's right.
It's on the side of you.
It's on the side.
So guess what she's supposed to be? On the side of you.
Okay.
Not sticking you in your back, making your job harder.
Facts.
See, a woman makes you supposed to make everything around you easy.
Mm.
When you get up in the morning, you're supposed to be happy to see her.
Right.
Why? Because she gonna say, baby, how's your day?
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day. When you get home, whatever y'all things going on,
Right.
that's what she gonna have done. If she ain't working, guess what? Her job is at the house.
Mm.
That's a job. She gonna get paid for that job.
No doubt.
Raising a kid is work.
Yeah. Damn near harder than regular work.
You ain't lying.
But yeah, no, I feel that. I think that the reason why I say you get flack is because people don't, it's again, perspectives. We all see whatever we want to see when we, are raised, and until you get to a point where you got to reteach yourself,
True.
Learn, and honestly rethink for yourself. But with the LGBT community, that whole concept of marriage is the basis of the relationships, right?
Yeah.
You're in a relationship to get married. But what about the people that just don't want to get married? They just want to be in a relationship. That principle that he just said applies just the same. It's
True.
not about a title. It's not about a ring. It's not about the paperwork. It's about the communication and the understanding going into the situation. And I promise you, it's not about a look.
Mm-mm.
It's not about how good they are in the in the bed. It's not not even about the money. Now again, you can tolerate anything, right? And we've already figured that out, right? You grew up, you got to a certain age, you tolerated a whole bunch of shit on the way up.
For real.
So if you can get into something beforehand, and hindsight is 20/20, but why wait 20 years to find out some shit you could have learned in the beginning? Look at it and say, do we work together? Does this person want what I want? Do I want what they want? Can we get to this place together?
And most of the time, people don't want to tell somebody the truth.
Facts.
Because it hurts their feelings. Now I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. And I might get some, you might get some people on your that write text to you, tell you.
Mm.
A woman will say, you can tell me the truth and everything is okay.
Right.
Don't believe that shit.
Oh, no question. I've been there.
Don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
That's for the okie doke.
Absolutely.
That's finna hit you right upside your head.
Yeah, if you learn it one time, you'll never have to learn it again.
You ain't lying.
Fact.
And the crazy part about it, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. She tell you to tell her the truth. You tell her the truth. It's a problem. You got a problem on your hands.
Come on.
Because you told the truth. What you told her, what she asked for.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
I think it's called A Few Good Men.
Okay.
When the man says on the stage, it says, on the stand, it says, tell me the truth.
Quote it.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. That man said, you want the truth? You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
And God dog it, I want to say that to a lot of women. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Because if you could, you wouldn't be sitting there saying, why?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, don't ask me those questions.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
speaking the truth, man, and that's what it's all about, is putting the facts out there. And again, my thing is, it's all perspective. I just agree with him. There's going to be some points where we disagree or don't agree the same, but I agree 100% with that, because at the end of the day, man, even, us as dudes, we don't want to hear certain stuff. You know what I mean? So we negate to even ask you to, or tell you to say, if you want to talk to me about it, we don't even go there, because we don't want to hear it, and I don't want to talk about it. So we can negate that. But women seem to go, tell me everything, and just, it's okay. I just want you to be honest with me. And it's like, no, you want selective honesty.
Yeah.
And you want selective truth.
Yes.
But you want me to fully commit to you and your feelings and emotions. You see what I'm saying? It has literally nothing to do with what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Because honestly, if you're talking about rationality, emotions don't live in rationality. And I'm going to give you a quote from the late, great Tupac. Fuck your feelings.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, like I said, it's not to be harsh like that, but it's a fact. It's like there's a certain point in time where you got to go, look, we've already had the discussion about whatever it is. now we've already rationalized and we already understood, okay, I apologize or you apologize and we keep it moving. There's no need for you to bring that shit up again. Your feelings will make you bring it up. You'll dig back and you'll start grabbing shit
that
don't
go.
have nothing to do with what we're talking about
There
today.
you go.
So that part, you know.
And I'm sorry for cutting you off.
If
good. You say you forgave me and we're over and past this point,
right,
and I mess up and do something else, don't bring that old shit back up. Don't bring that back up. Because it doesn't have nothing to do with what's going on right here.
That's facts. That's what I'm saying.
At all.
Please listen.
At all.
You know.
This will save your relationship.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Man, I know we getting a little too
I'm sorry, brother.
It's good info, and I appreciate the game.
I'm sorry, man.
All right, so let me ask you about the Bay. Why you come to the Bay? What was that? I know you said your woman, but you ended up staying in the Bay. What is it about the Bay that made you stay here?
Man, the Bay is full of culture, bro.
Okay.
It's full of it. The Bay is this is a melting pot, man. Mm-hmm. You see everything here. Every race, every ethnicity, everything is in the Bay, bro. You had Huey P. Newton in the Bay. You had the Panthers in the Bay.
Facts.
Brother, Culture was in the Bay, man.
Yeah.
You know, when people start marching, bro, that's why they start marching at, man. Here. In the town, man. When I was here when the banks was messing up. Why they started that at? Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Shit gets down.
Look. When they started hurting the black man and hurting them, beating them, and Rodney King and everything. Why they started doing all the stuff at?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Bro, we in Oakland and LA and the Bay Area, period, bro. Mm-hmm. We the start of a lot of stuff.
No doubt.
Bro, look at the music.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the entrepreneurs that's here.
Facts.
If the people that's right now will sit back and look at what they have versus what they don't have and work with what you got, bro, it'll be a bad thing.
No doubt.
Oakland is one of the biggest. I'm gonna tell you something. I was on. Matter of fact, this was during the pandemic. East 14th shut down for 2 weeks.
Okay.
During the pandemic. After them 2 weeks, East 14th was popping.
Yeah, backlit.
No
question.
Bruh.
Shows and all that.
Food trucks were still outside. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm driving down the street. I see a prostitute with a mask on.
Damn.
Pimping.
They ain't playing.
Pimping.
Like, yo, I'm getting this cash.
She had a mask on.
Okay.
I said, you ain't giving COVID, but you're giving something else, huh,
Right,
baby?
right,
All right,
right.
No problem. You do your thing, mama. You do your thing.
I feel it. Yeah, the town is serious business, man. You know, I'm not originally from Oakland. You know, I landed in Oakland. I'm from Richmond. And years ago, Richmond had funk with Oakland. But, you know, as the time goes on, you know, we all became a big melting pot. And that's why I say, you know, hip-hop had a great part of that. You know, hip-hop is a great, you know, cultural, I think, phenomenon that kind of brought everybody together, not just, you know, here in America, but like worldwide.
That's true.
So when you think about, like, you know, I say this is hip hop rap shit, you know what I mean? You know, this is life laced in that, because at this point from the day that I was born, I know I've been nothing but hip hop, you know, and this is 74. So if you're talking about it's coming up on 50 next year, what does that tell you? All I know is hip hop, rap shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why the new politicians are changing. That's why the new laws are changing.
True.
Certain aspects of people and the way we do things are changing. But, you know, I think also within that, it's not necessarily the music that's hip hop. It's the culture.
We made that.
That's it.
We made that.
The 5 elements, you know what I mean? And you know what you know. So what I say is this: hip hop, rap shit in general, just the rapping and the music aspect of it, that has to become another level. And I'm kind of going on a tangent here real quick, but it has to elevate to another level.
True.
Because you know, forget about the charts and who made the Billboard or what rap didn't make it, but when you look at Afro beats. Right?
Okay.
The new Afro beats type of music. They got that hip hop vibe.
Oh yeah.
They got the original hip hop vibe, and not only that, but their music is, even if you don't know the lyrics, it just feels uplifting. It feels like it's something that's powerful, right? And see, with ours,
the heartbeat.
There it is.
The heartbeat.
And they took what we got.
Oh yeah.
You know, and what we created and put it with the original Mother Earth rhythm, you dig, and came up with this new. So all I'm saying is this, man, not to take their beats, but what I'm saying is let's understand, you know, let's get back to the origin of where we came from with what we're doing, you know, because they doing it now. And, you know, just like Burna Boy and the rest of them, you know, it's too many to name, but I'll listen to it all day and I feel nothing but peace, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we gotta, you know, the streets ain't what the streets is and you can't tell your story. But what I'm saying is, let's balance some of this out to where we, you know, you know it's good.
It's
but it
enough
ain't
for everybody.
Bad. You feel me? Friday was a movie about the hood, and it wasn't all bad. It had some hard shit in it, but it was a story about the real hood.
It was even.
That's it. Balance.
It showed you the bad. It showed you the good. It showed you the funny. It showed you the crazy.
Yeah.
It showed you the crackheads. It showed you the drug dealers.
Absolutely.
It showed you the pimps, the bad, the bad reverends.
Yeah.
All that.
Gave you the whole neighborhood.
Whole nine.
And it wasn't a bad scene. It wasn't so dramatic. It wasn't so this, that. So you gotta understand, like we said before, with the roller coasters, it's life. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is with this music thing, it's ours, man. We gotta bring it back to what we know. You know?
True.
So let me ask you this one. I got two more questions.
What do you think, man?
Podcasters. What's your top 5 podcasters or podcast?
Poor Minds.
Okay.
85 South.
All right.
Brilliant Idiots. What is the other one? Darian Banks.
Okay.
And mine.
That's what's up.
In the Lounge with Stone and B.
There you go. Speak on it. Okay. No doubt. There, you got like 3, I think 2 or 3 of them on that list that are mine that I listen to that I really, I think what made me kind of get into this.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, first off, you know, shout out to Tax Stone, because that was the first podcast that I really zoned into, and it was so authentic. Excuse me. It's kind of upsetting that he's not here to do what he does, and he's behind bars now, you know what I mean?
Man.
And, you know, but to me, I'm like I said, I'm a salute, shout out to that brother, because that's the main reason why I started Breakfast Club. Not really a podcast, but they presented that way in the beginning. So they're a big part of it.
DJ Envy.
Yeah, no doubt. Charlamagne the Gizzard,
Yes.
you know, and Angela Yee. You feel me? She was always, in the beginning, I didn't really understand her role and her part. But as the time went on, because I listened to him from the beginning, right?
Okay.
You know, day one almost. And once I saw it, I was like, damn, she's like, and they probably may not want to hear that, but she was like the nucleus of the 3.
She was.
And so I'm glad to see her branch off and do her thing. And I like her show as well, but she had a podcast called Lip Service.
She still got it.
She still got it.
Yeah.
And that was a mind-blowing game changer for me. So I was like, you know, that's, you know, up there. So that's like one of my number 2s. Drink Champs. What you call it? T-Pain.
Okay.
T-Pain's is
I like him.
His
Yeah.
To me, I don't want to start, you know, putting him in
Nappy
the
Boy
order
Radio.
of number 1s and whatnot, but he is definitely one of my favorites.
He's doing a good job at what he's doing.
And I hope he never stops. So don't stop, T-Pain. Keep that cracking. No question.
And what's crazy about it, a lot of people was telling him don't do it.
Yeah.
Same thing about his music. And what's crazy about this dude, a lot of people didn't think he could sing.
Yeah. Nah, dude's awesome.
Real dude can really sing for real.
He was on that Masked Singer, and he went through all the levels. They still didn't understand it till he got to the end, took the mask off, and blew their mind.
Because he didn't use the little thing.
No auto-tune needed.
That was a gimmick he used to get where he was going.
Exactly. The dude is, I'm telling you, I don't want to go, but he is by far, to me, like one of my favorite artists, like up there, you know, with the 1s and the 2s, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Because he does this. It's not I'm talking about from the freestyles to the music playing to the melodies to even just the thoughts about dude is sick, man. Let me, salute to this brother T-Pain. Shout out, But yeah, okay, so that's your top 5. Core Minds, I love them too, All right, so last question in this sort of sense. What do you feel about legacy? Does legacy even matter? Your legacy in that sense.
My legacy?
Your legacy and legacy in general. Does it matter?
Well, let's start with mine. My legacy is me putting what my grandmother installed in me into my kids.
Okay.
And seeing my kids grow. And seeing them do what they want to do.
Nice.
Because as a father, I want my kids to do way better than I did.
Absolutely.
I always want that. I would never be like, oh no, you're doing too big. No. Get as big as you can. Get as big as you want to be. Blow up. You had your dad, boy, that's my son. Go. Yes, right. That's right. But honestly, the biggest thing, my legacy would be what my grandmother taught me that I could pull down to do. And as long as I see that going on, I still got my grandmother telling me, boy, straighten up.
Okay.
Act right. Go out there and get you what you gotta get.
That's dope.
Listen to me. I'm gonna see you in the right way.
Right.
It's days that I have to sit down and sometime and see. Listen, I got a picture of him on the side and say, hey, it was a bad day today. It was a bad day today. And I hear, there ain't no bad days. Only bad days is when you die. Close your eyes.
That's it.
That means this is the start of a new day.
That's it.
You can start something better.
Yeah.
And so, I got those little nuances and things like that, man.
That's good.
So,
and you've done that. You passed that on.
Oh yeah, I had to. Man.
Cool.
I had to.
That's what's up, man. But I don't know. Do you think that legacy really matters? Like, do you not just say it out of your own? Because I keep hearing this word. I kept hearing it over the past year about legacy. So I'm like, do you really think it matters at the end of the day?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I believe what you do in life, that's what matters. That's what matters.
Okay.
Be a good person.
I'm right there.
Be a good person. Because 9 times out of 10, some people don't forget about you. And if you leave money is not a legacy.
That's it.
Money is a tool for somebody else to use.
Yeah.
And they gonna say, how you get your money? Oh, my dad left it to me.
Mm-hmm.
They won't tell you how he got it. What did he do to do it?
Yeah.
What was his legacy behind it? What was his dad's legacy? So not really. No.
Okay. Good.
Be a good person.
I appreciate that answer, man. That kind of aligns with my thinking too. I mean, a little different, but that aligns with my thinking. I appreciate that. All right. Well, let me see, man. Let me take a quick pause, and we're gonna come back with a few, not really questions, but it's something called 11-5. So, we'll show you when we get back. All right. Straight from the Yay.
Yeah.
But because of people who don't do anything about it. In America.
So called up, got a lump in my throat. Can't swallow my tears, so my eyeballs float. Hope I don't go insane when I smoke. Hope I don't feel any pain when I go walking in.
All right. Welcome back to Straight from the Yay. Back here with my guest Stone. You know what I'm saying? Got his podcast going on. Lounging in the lounge. In the lounge.
You got it.
There you go.
That's what we do. We lounge in the lounge.
That's what's up. Y'all better check him out. You know what I mean? All right. So let's go ahead and get into this last segment called 11-5. 11-5. All right. So basically, I'm gonna ask you a couple of, or I'm gonna say a couple words, and then you give me your, your quick statement to it, or just a word.
Okay.
You know what it represents to you. All right. So I'm gonna start with the word peace.
Alaska.
Nice. Okay. Banana.
Banana pudding.
Okay, I got a question about that. Who makes banana pudding?
Grandma.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Cryptocurrency.
I want to say dangerous if not used right.
Okay. A warning statement. Put your ears on it. All right. Diamonds.
Expensive.
Okay. War.
America.
Interesting. Integrity.
A strong suit that a man should have.
Okay. Strong suit, no doubt. All right. Yay area.
Culture. Rich in it.
Yee. Time.
Don't waste it.
There it is. America.
Not fair.
Tesla.
Overpriced.
Okay. And the last word, Viper.
Dangerous and fast.
No doubt. Dangerous and fast. Okay. Yeah, I just like to see this. That's the end of the segment. But yeah, I like to run that to see what people are thinking. You know what I mean? Like you might catch some weird shit coming out, especially if you ask me some of this stuff. So I don't know. That's why I say, I like to see what people have, because it gives you a little bit more insight. You know what I mean?
True.
Doesn't make you judge them or should I say it shouldn't make you judge them or anything, because it is their own perspective. All right. So man, I personally want to thank Chris for allowing you to come through and and for you to sit down and do my podcast, man. Straight from the Yay. I appreciate you coming through,
brother. Anytime you need me, you know how to hit me up.
Okay,
I'm here for you, buddy.
All right,
I'm
brother.
here.
I appreciate it.
Like I said, man, great relationships start over a good conversation. And I really believe this was a good conversation.
All right.
Now, I don't know what the people gonna say.
Oh, it don't matter. It's their perspective.
But I believe it was a good conversation.
For sure. So,
all
right. Well, I definitely appreciate you, man.
You got a question before you close out.
What's up?
Give me your top 5 best rappers.
Best rappers.
Dead or alive?
From the inception of hip hop or now?
Now. I ain't gonna make it tough on you.
Okay.
Now.
So if we talking now, I'm gonna assume that's the now in the last, say, 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put my number 1, Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick's last body of work was phenomenal.
True.
I don't know who couldn't relate or don't understand, but if you didn't, you will. Keep listening.
True.
So Kendrick would be up there, number 1. I would have to say, honestly, number 2 would have to go to a group, and R.I.P. to my man Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? The Migos.
Okay.
They were culture shifters, culture changers, and man, yeah, I don't think.
Mama.
Yeah, I don't think no group's gonna do what they did, So, and then let's see. And again, I really don't want to say put this in a certain order, except for Kendrick.
No order.
Let me think of who else I'm feeling. Simba, LaRussell. Let me think. I know it's Cardi B.
Cardi B?
Cardi B.
Okay.
Cardi B is a game changer. I don't care what people say. She ain't dropped the album in almost 6 years and still in your mouth and in your ears and in your face.
Oh, they got a new one out though. But okay.
I'm saying the album.
All right, okay.
She on the single. She's still.
That's true.
You dig
That's
what I'm saying? And the fact is that she was one of the ultimate. And I love Nicki, so I will put Nicki up there too. So those two. Especially because they changed so much of, and I give props, respect to Lil' Kim, but Nicki took it somewhere else, and I don't know whether she's writing the lyrics or she wrote the lyrics, but body too many other male MCs throughout time.
Yeah,
Just incredible. And then you got Cardi, who came in and stepped the realness meter to a whole nother level. Like, you ain't never seen. Now again, the Lil Kims and Nicki, they were kind of like the precursor to Cardi.
True.
Because Cardi is the authentic piece. She's the real deal.
Yeah.
The other ones, they were, again, it's good. It's acting. It's a part of it. It's what you need to do. But like I said, she's the real.
That's who she really is.
That's who she is.
Yeah. And
she's never strayed away from being that.
That is true.
And she came with such a, I'm talking about that Bodak Yellow, that shit hit so hard, it was, I'm talking about everybody damn near worldwide was touching that thing. So, and it changed. It pivoted everything. Look at all of the women rappers now. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
So, and they were there when Nicki was around, but they weren't doing it like they doing it now after Cardi. So all I'm saying is that was a game changer. My own personal belief between the two. Nicki is the female version of Biggie, and Cardi is the female version of Pop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. You know,
I can't. I would give you the Biggie.
You don't think she got the Pac? Now I'm not saying revolutionary. I just mean in the fact of being real. The realness of showing who you are.
I'll let that go.
You dig what I'm saying?
I'll let that
I'm not. Don't get me twisted. I'm not talking about her, subject matter and any of that. I just mean how
the realness of it.
Yeah, she came in and she said, "This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm putting out. This is what I am."
No problem.
And people either accept it or don't. And that's what Pac did first. That is true. He came out like that.
That is true.
So but yeah, I put them two up there, or should I say Barty? But there's another female rapper out there that I dig too, and I'm trying to think of her name. It's not Rhapsody. I know she's dope, but it was somebody I heard recently. Damn it, and I can't think of her name, and I'm sorry that I can't think of it. But it was on one of these programs, and she was just killing it. You know what I mean? I can't think of her name, but when I find out the name, I'm gonna put it back out on this air, and I'm gonna let y'all know. But yeah, she was fire too. So just there's probably a few more new age artists, but I think that's probably my top ones for right now.
You know what's shocking? Every time I ask that question, the first three people they bring up: Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z. Or they put Jay-Z over Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
But my question is this: why?
Why they put Jay-Z over Pac?
Yeah.
Because he alive now and he made $1 billion.
So it's a money reference.
Absolutely. That's absolutely it. Because you couldn't put him lyrically. Again, nothing to take away from the brother, but if I'm going lyrically out of that era, it's too many of them that sit above Jay-Z, in my opinion. I don't want to go as far as that, but when you think about culturally and what he's done and how he's changed things, that's something different.
That's something different. That's not his music. That's not his. We're not talking about that. No. His music and what he's done for the culture is two different things.
Separation.
Yeah. What he's done for the culture, I applaud the brother.
Absolutely.
I applaud him.
Yeah.
Go forth and keep prospering, brother.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing.
And I think he got some dope tracks. I don't slight him on the lyricism at all, but. Again, if you want to start adding people into things like that, then you got to put 3000. You got to put in Ice Cube. You got to put in Too Short. You got to put in E40 because E40 is a hell of a storyteller. People don't put him up there with the greatest storytellers.
This is what I'm saying.
One of the greatest of all time storytellers out there.
He is.
So people don't slip just because he wasn't in your top 10. Trust me.
Come on.
The brother got stories, for man. Real. And the way he put it down, nobody's ever done it like that.
Short.
Let's be real.
Short is a storyteller.
Facts. Day one. Freaky Tales. Come on.
It's a story. For sure.
So you can't negate these, other artists. And that's why I say, top 10s are always subjective. Top 5s the same way.
True.
But there's something that is, to me, that can't go without being said. as far as hip hop, rap origin, whatever, you got, I think, three main, not artists, but three main, say, either group or artists that in the beginning of hip hop, the reason why it got to where it got to now. Melly Mel. I'm not discounting Sugar Hill Gang because of the hip hop song, because we all know what that did.
Okay.
But Melly Mel with The Message, the DOC,
Yeah.
and Rakim.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
so these people for me changed every part of how rap should be rapped. Like there's so many other styles in there, no question, but you talking about people who did something before it was ever even thought about being done.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
was a pioneer of the thing.
It's facts, you know. So that's just me. I just want to put that out there for your history. But yeah, so but man, like I said, I definitely appreciate you. And you know, anytime you want me to be on your joint, man, I'm right there for you. You dig what I'm saying?
No problem.
Let's
no problem
do it.
at all.
All right.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1,000, man.
Always.
Straight from the Yay, in the lounge with Stone.
I'm everywhere, all platforms. Type in the Lounge with Stone and B. Check me out.
That's it, man. One love. We'll see y'all next time. You know what I mean? Straight from the Yay, LAIV 3.
Yeah.
Brought to you by BlueTreeMed.com. You dig what I'm saying? And we out. 1,000.